Before we dive in, drop a comment below telling me what's the one financial belief you were raised with that you now question. Whether it's save for retirement, buy a house, or get a stable job, I want to know what you're rethinking. Don't just watch and engage. Now, let's expose the truth they don't want you to see. You open your banking app. The deposit just hit. $400 more than last month. Your raise. Finally. You worked for this. Deserved it. For exactly 48 hours, you feel relief. That tightness in your chest loosens. You can breathe. Then the credit card bill arrives. $287 more than last month. Your rent notification pings. Increase. $150. Your car insurance renewed. Up $63. Your grocery receipt from yesterday makes you blink twice. $180 for what used to cost $120. You stare at your phone. The math isn't mathing. You got more money, but somehow you have less. You're not imagining it. You're not bad with money. You're caught in something most people never see until it's too late. This is the raise paradox. Let me show you exactly how this works. Meet Marcus. He's 31, works in marketing, and just got promoted. His salary jumped from $68,000 to $78,000. A $10,000 raise. On paper, he should be celebrating for months. He celebrated for 3 weeks. Here's what actually happened to that raise. $10,000 sounds like freedom. Monthly, that's an extra $833. But after federal taxes, state taxes, and Social Security, Marcus actually sees $562 hit his account. Already, we're down from $833 to $562. That's a 32% cut before he touches $1. Now watch what happens next. Marcus got the raise in January. By February, his landlord sent the renewal notice. Rent's going up $200. His raise just became $362. In March, he finally upgraded his phone. The one he'd been holding off on. $89 a month for the new plan and device payment. His raise is now $273. In April, his girlfriend suggested they stop eating out of Tupperware every night and start going to decent restaurants twice a week. Another $160 a month. His raise just became $113. By May, his college friend's wedding is coming up. He needs a decent suit, a gift, and a flight. He puts $1,500 on his credit card. That's $125 a month for a year. His raise just turned negative. Marcus is now spending $12 more per month than before his raise. Here's what's brilliant and brutal about this trap. Marcus feels successful. He has a nicer apartment building with a gym he hasn't used. He has a phone with a camera he doesn't need. He's eating at restaurants his coworkers recognize. He's living a life that looks like progress. But financially, he's worse off than before the promotion. This is the lifestyle inflation trap. And it's invisible because it doesn't hit you all at once. It arrives as a series of small, reasonable upgrades. Each one makes sense in isolation. New apartment? You deserve it. New phone? The old one was dying anyway. Better restaurants? You're making more money now. But here's the psychological genius of this system. Each expense feels like a reward for your hard work. You're not overspending. You're finally living at your income level. Except, your income level is designed to keep you exactly where you were before, just with nicer things and the same amount of stress. Let me tell you about my friend Janet. She's a lawyer. Went from making $95,000 to $145,000 in one promotion. A $50,000 raise, life-changing money, right? 2 years later, she told me she felt more financially stressed than before. How? She moved to a neighborhood where lawyers live. Her rent went from $1,400 to $2,800. She bought a car that wouldn't embarrass her in the firm parking lot, $650 a month. She updated her wardrobe because her old suits didn't match her new title, $4,000 on credit. She started traveling because I'm finally making real money, $8,000 a year. When I asked her how much she had in savings, she went quiet. $3,200, less than she had before the raise. Here's the truth they don't teach you. Raises don't create wealth. They create permission. Permission to spend more. Permission to upgrade. Permission to finally live the life you've been delaying. And the entire economy is designed to absorb that raise faster than you get it. Your landlord knows you got promoted, your Instagram ads know, your friends know, they're all waiting. Think about it. The moment you get a raise, what's the first thing people say? Dinner's on you. Finally upgrading that car? You should move out of that place. Nobody says, how much are you investing? Everyone around you, consciously or not, is encouraging you to spend that raise. Because when you spend it, someone else profits. Here's the question that changes everything. If you quit your job tomorrow, how long could you survive? Be honest. Could you last 3 months? Most people making 6 figures can't. According to a 2024 study, 58% of Americans, including high earners, live paycheck to paycheck. That means more than half of us are 1 bad month away from disaster. That's not security. That's a comfortable prison. You're earning more, but you're not building more. You're just maintaining a more expensive lifestyle. And here's what's insidious. You can't easily go back. Once you've upgraded your apartment, your car, your habits, downgrading feels like failure. So you stay in the job. You stay in the stress. You stay dependent on the next paycheck. This is exactly where the system wants you. Predictable, controllable, profitable. So how do you break free? Here's the framework that actually works. First, stop confusing income with wealth. A $150,000 salary is income. Income disappears the moment you stop working. $75,000 in investments is wealth. Wealth works whether you do or not. Here's a test. If you stopped working for a year, how much money would you still have coming in? That number is your wealth. For most people, it's 0. That's the problem. The goal isn't a bigger paycheck. The goal is assets that pay you. Until you understand this difference, every raise will disappear into lifestyle upgrades. Second, treat your raise like it doesn't exist for 90 days. This is critical. When you get a raise, your brain immediately starts spending it. You start browsing apartments, looking at cars, planning trips. Don't. For 3 months, pretend the raise never happened, keep living exactly as you were, let that extra money accumulate in your account, watch it grow. This does 2 things. It breaks the automatic spending response, and it shows you what financial breathing room actually feels like. After 90 days, you can decide intentionally where that money goes. Not impulsively, intentionally. Third, automate the gap before you feel it. Here's the exact move. The day your raise hits, set up an automatic transfer. Take 70% of your after-tax raise and move it immediately into a separate account. Not your checking, somewhere you don't casually access. This isn't about restriction, it's about protection. You're protecting your raise from your own lifestyle inflation. You keep 30% to enjoy, to upgrade something that matters. But 70% becomes untouchable. In Marcus's case, that's $393 a month. In 1 year, that's $4,716 in actual wealth. In 5 years, that's $23,580 plus growth. That's freedom money. That's I can negotiate better money. That's I can leave this job money. Fourth, build your escape fund like your life depends on it. Because it does. Your goal is 6 months of expenses in cash, not invested, cash. This isn't your emergency fund for car repairs. This is your freedom fund. The fund that lets you walk away from bad situations. The fund that lets you take calculated risks. The fund that changes how you show up to work. When you know you can survive 6 months without a paycheck, you stop tolerating nonsense. You negotiate harder. You set boundaries. You pursue opportunities you'd otherwise be too scared to touch. This is the difference between employed and employable, between trapped and choosing. The goal isn't just to earn more. The goal is to become independent from the system's requirement that you need that paycheck. Because the moment you don't need it, you're free. The raise paradox is real. It's sophisticated, but it's not inescapable. The people who break free from this aren't smarter than you. They aren't luckier. They just became aware. They saw the system for what it is. A machine designed to convert your raises into someone else's profit. They decided that comfort wasn't the same as freedom. You have that same choice, right now, today. If you found this breakdown valuable and you want to learn the actual mechanics of building wealth instead of just earning income, subscribe to this channel. We break down the psychology of money, the systems that control your finances, and exactly how to beat them. New videos every week. Each one gets you 1 step closer to actual financial freedom. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.